Thank you very much for your kind introduction. I'm grateful to Major General Pittard, Colonel Ryan, to the Staff of Armored Division and the 15th Sustainment Brigade for inviting me this morning to be a guest speaker. This year, the National Remembrance of the Holocaust is dedicated to the story of Christian people who came to rescue the Jewish people while being murdered by Nazi Germany. The remembrance is also taking place this week in the United States Capitol Rotunda. Ever since Hitler came to power in 1933, genocide against humanity took place all over Europe. The Nazi Party was established in charge of the genocide against humanity. 11 million people who never committed a crime were killed. 6 million Jewish people, among them 1.5 million Jewish children from all over occupied Europe. Also, 5 million Christians of different nationality, among them, just to mention a few, Russian prisoners of war, Jehovah's Witnesses, and clergy. Because Hitler was as much as anti-Christian as he was anti-Jewish. And the tragic event of the Holocaust started in Germany, in the most civilized country in Europe. Hitler, ever since he came to power, constantly repeated in his speeches, heute Deutschland und morgen die ganze Welt. Today Germany and morgen the whole universe. 1939, beginning of W2 war that lasted almost 5 years. Poland, France, and other countries were overrun by German division in no time. On June the 21st, 1941, German division attacked the Soviet Union. According to historians, this was the biggest mistake committed by Hitler. My small country, Lithuania, was occupied by the German army overnight. Persecution of relatively small population of thousands of Jews in my town Kovno started immediately. We were forced to move to a so-called ghetto, crowded, no water, no electricity, hunger, and cold made us suffer from the very first beginning. Only a few weeks later, systematic liquidation of the ghetto started. October the 28th, 1941, so-called Big Action took place. On this day, thousands of men, women, and children were selected by 3 German sergeants and shot next day. And nobody came to our help. The Vatican was silent, Churchill did not care, and our President, Franklin Roosevelt, knew about the Nazis' crime, but wasn't able to help us. The German army, while deep in Russia, was defeated by the Russians in the city of Stalingrad on the Volga. And ever since, the German army was retreating and getting closer to Lithuania. But the members of the Nazi Party, still enjoying pleasant life in Berlin, felt that the mission is not accomplished. According to them, none of Jewish children should survive because they would become the next generation to the Jewish people. By March 1944, my mother and my sister, and her son, 8-year-old boy, Jerry, were still alive. Early in the morning, while German police searching for children, my sister hid Jerry under a pillow. Anybody who was in Europe probably remembered that European pillows are almost 4 times as big, and the German policeman who came in did hit, with his bayonet, the right pillow, and German was hidden under the left one. Almost 500 Jewish children were found this day and executed. Jerry survived. An angel came from the sky. We escaped from the camp, and a poor Lithuanian Christian farmer named Andras Urbanas and his wife Maria was hiding Jerry, my wife, and me for 90 days, almost all the time, under his house. Urbanases also were hiding 5 more Jewish people, and among them 2 Jewish teenagers. We were liberated by the incoming Russian army on July the 1st, 1944. I regained my human dignity. However, I'm bitter for the rest of my life. I lost my mother, father, the only sister, and brother. They were all murdered by the Nazis. A special department of Yad Vashem in Jerusalem did recognize Urbanas as so-called righteous Gentile or righteous among the nations. Urbanas died when he was 75 years old. It is estimated that 20,000 Christians all over Europe saved over 100,000 Jews. Our Holocaust Museum has a special wall dedicated to Andras. I shall never forget a courageous Polish angel, Irena Sendler. While voting for the Polish Red Cross, she was allowed to enter the Warsaw Ghetto. She saw everyday Jewish children dying from starvation. Also, while she was voting for the Polish underground, Irena smuggled out over 2,000 Jewish children, and most of them survived. She died of 97 and was nominated 2007 for a Nobel Prize. D-Day, June the 6th, 1944. Our brave American soldiers landed in Europe. While in Germany, our soldiers came to rescue the few still alive inmates of concentration camps. We are honoring them today because they liberated Europe from Nazi tyranny. Urbanas' daughter, who is now 90, is still farming in Lithuania. And Urbanas' granddaughter, Virginia, is married to a friend of mine and currently living in El Paso. Thank you. God bless America and God bless you.